I think Xander, he has everything that he needs and he's playing great. And I think he's the guy who's going to slip into the green jacket this year. His golf swing is organized. He's hitting it great. And he has hit so many putts. This is just, as my dad would call it, the sniff test. So he's either hurt or he's just supremely confident in what he's doing.
Ned Michaels joins us to talk about this great game of golf, this wonderful game
Beautiful
of golf.
game of golf.
Ned, longtime friend of the show and a fantastic broadcaster from Augusta National. Good to see you, man.
How are you?
I'm great, man. Did you fly in? Whenever you pulled into Augusta, did you see the new wing of the airport that they've built?
You know, I normally do fly in. This year I drove down from Nashville.
There you go.
Going to stop in and spend a little time with my mom in Atlanta.
Okay.
So I drove down. It was a good time to collect my thoughts, to listen to some of the old coverage. But yeah, there's also about, 150 private planes.
That's what I know. Yeah, I've heard this. And I'm like, how have they is this new? The new wing of the airport? I'm thinking, like, they haven't done this before?
Yeah, well, they like to make sure they get it right.
Okay, that's fair.
The number I saw was like 334 private flights that were scheduled to come into Augusta.
Yeah,
wow. That's some of the money that goes to that event.
Ned,
oh no, sorry, over 4,000 private flights.
Yeah.
Expected at Augusta Airport and nearby, including Aiken and Thompson McDuffie Private Airport. Between the three of them.
It's like a Super Bowl.
I had a conversation with somebody who flew into Aiken yesterday, and they said it was great. It was only a 25-minute ride from the airport. So when you guys come down, consider flying private into Aiken.
We'll try.
What did you think about Rory's disparaging comments about Irish food? When asked why he didn't have more of an Irish flavor, and he said, because I wanted to enjoy the meal. I loved it, by the way. Hilarious.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. I've played the British Amateur years ago at Royal County Down, one of the top-ranked courses in the world in an Irish town of Newcastle, and had a host who served haggis and blood pudding and all these things in the morning. It was a kind of an Irish-Scottish mix, and I was with a teammate and friend of mine, and it was one of those things we had to excuse ourselves to go to the restroom every kind of few minutes, and
yes,
you'd put a little bit of the blood pudding in. Flush it down. He's not wrong.
Hey, so I saw where Bryson, and I love the stuff he's doing on social. He said he prepares at like the mini Augusta. What is this course, and how are players? Is it mimicked after Augusta National, or is it just kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing?
Yeah, no, it's called the mini Augusta because it's prepared the same, the weeks leading into the Masters. And so it has a lot of runoff areas. The greens are very, very fast. The difference is a short, very, very short golf course.
Yeah.
Compared obviously to Augusta National. But it is interesting. The thing that I found interesting about that was everybody has their own way of preparing. Xander Schauffele used to go to a public facility in San Diego. He and Charlie Hoffman. Brandt had his special way of preparing. And every player has their own unique way of what golf course they go to, how they ask the greenskeeper to get the surrounds and the greens prepared. Hey, can you cut different flags for me, hole locations, as I'm playing this round leading into the Masters? So there aren't many places in the world and tournaments in the world that the players take that much thought into not only the prep during the time they're here, but the weeks leading into it.
Hey, if you like the channel, become a season ticket holder for Hot Mic by clicking the subscribe button below and join the conversation in the comments section. Agree, disagree, we'll join you there in the chat. Now back to Hot Mic. Ned Michaels with us. Jim Nantz no longer doing the Final Four. Has he been there for two weeks? I mean, does he just go down there and just chill out for a while?
Wouldn't you, if you were Jim?
Absolutely.
He sleeps on the greens at night underneath the moonlight every night. I feel like he could do it if he wanted.
He's a busy man. I've seen him a couple of times this week. We haven't had much of a chance to catch up. He's zooming around. He's so good with his time. He's just so generous. He
is a nice guy.
Shows and call-ins, and he's like a Vince Gill of the broadcast.
There you go.
world.
I like that.
Right? Yeah. Incredibly generous with his time.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
So, Ned, we rely on you every single year because you are the expert.
You crush this, man.
You are the master.
You crush this.
Master of the Masters, but master of the golf
You're
world.
looking for a top 10, top 20 finish. Here we go.
I need to gamble this weekend on this tournament, okay?
Okay.
So give us a guy or two with better odds, The people are expected to be close to the top of the leaderboard that you really like this weekend, and give us the Ned Michaels special, the obscure guy to watch, even making a cut to bet on that, or a top 10 finish, or whatever it may be. I feel like you've always got the right plays.
Okay. Now, I always say to you, I'm going to let you determine the odds on what kind of odds you can get on which book you're using.
I'll find them right here.
Where would you like me to start? Obscure, or would you like me to start with who I think has a chance to win?
Start with the big boys.
Okay, start with the big boys. I've narrowed it down in my mind to 3, maybe 4 players. And I think this morning I saw a clip that was just the catalyst I needed. So Xander Schauffele.
Okay.
I called a bunch of his golf this year. He's been in a lot of our feature groups. His golf swing is organized. He's hitting it great. And he has hit so many putts. This is just, as my dad would call it, the sniff test. He has hit so many putts that have creased the edge, have kissed the lip, have sat just hadn't quite gone in. And when they start going in golf, they go in bunches. And he's a guy who knows how to win majors. He's got 2 of them. He has played well here. And I think Xander is somebody you got to pay attention to. Same with Brooks Koepka. Had him for the Valspar Championship, had him in our featured group at the Players Championship. I think he's so motivated to be back on the PGA Tour. I had him on the ground, the PGA Championship last year, and his golf game was just awful, just terrible. He missed 3 of the last 4 cuts in majors that he played in last year. Totally different player now. He's just on balance. His ball speed has picked up considerably. He's hitting it more solid. You can tell he's way more engaged. The putter needs to cooperate, but I like Brooks Koepka. It's going to be dry this week. It's going to be epic. It's going to get firm. So some would say, okay, a guy like Matthew Fitzpatrick who can hit these low bullet running drivers, is he's going to be able to shorten the golf course, where guys like Rory and DeChambeau, their advantage is going to be minimized. I'm not sure I buy that. So I'm still in the Bryson DeChambeau camp.
There we go.
He's been experimenting a lot on the range with some lead tape and different. That makes me nervous. He's putting lead tape on top of the club. You never, ever see that. So I'm a little nervous that he's experimenting too much, but I think he's a guy that you have to pay attention to. So those right now are my 3 main.
So courses. I've got DeChambeau at plus 1,000. Mm-hmm. I got Xander Schauffele at plus 1,500. Brooks Koepka plus 4,500.
There we go.
So the longest of the odds of those 3. Now give us the Ned Michaels obscure pick of the week.
Ned Michaels obscure pick of the week. I have several for you, but Akshay Bhatia. I think he's a lefty. He made 2
Spell
cuts
that
here.
For me.
Yeah.
He's
a
of origin.
good young player. Terrell Hatton. Nobody's talking about Terrell Hatton. Okay. He's off the grid. And then I like one of the amateurs making the cut, either Mason Howe or Harrington, who's coached by Virgil Herring, who's a Nashville guy, you know, and Virgil's on grounds here. So I like one of the amateurs making the cut. I'd probably take Mason Howe to make the cut if you're looking for an obscure kind of outlier bet.
And who did you say first? I'm writing these down.
Akshay Bhatia, that one, was that who you were after?
Yes, Bhatia.
Obscure. I think Matthew Fitzpatrick plays well. I don't think he wins, but he's not an obscure pick, but I think his game is in really good shape.
What is it, hey, Ned, what is it about this course where somebody like, you mentioned Matthew Fitzpatrick. I always see him not atop the leaderboard, but in the top 20 every year at Augusta. It feels like his name is there. What is it about this course and some of these players that just automatically they're in sync with the undulation? Yes.
So it's a place that Jordan Spieth, there's another name, by the way. I actually think Jordan's going to play great this week. Jordan has said he plays better on big curvaceous golf courses, meaning he sees curved lines. He doesn't see straight lines. And so I think a guy like Fitzpatrick, he kind of sees the same things. And then the more you play, it takes about an average of 40 tournament rounds before you typically win this tournament. That's what history tells us. So learning where to miss is critical. It's kind of like, if you're going from your house to the studio and there's traffic and you don't have Waze, but you know which back roads to take. I can't go there because school is getting out, or I'm going to be behind the school bus. It's kind of the same thing here. You know which holes you can attack, which places to be conservative, and then you know where you absolutely cannot miss with certain hole locations. And so there are guys who absorb that information quickly, combine that with the artistry that's required. That just when they show up, no matter how good or bad their game is, you know they're going to compete here.
Three of us are
Ashke Batia is plus 330 for a top 10 finish. I went with that one. And Jordan Spieth plus 250 for a top 10 finish.
I like it.
I'm playing top 10 for both those guys.
What kind of odds are you getting on McIlroy right now?
For top 10 or for winning?
Both.
Okay, let me close out of here. I'll have that to you shortly.
Hey,
go ahead, Huck.
The three of us are nerds for broadcast, right?
Yes.
Who did you follow in the practice rounds and why?
Yes. So here's what I do. I get the honor of doing holes 15 and 16.
Right.
So I'll walk 15 and 16, pay attention, spend a little time out there. This afternoon, I'll go sit in the observation stands and I will watch, and I'll just kind of sit and listen. I'll take my notes with me and do a little studying as the players come through. I'd like to stand on the tournament practice area and just watch the guys because I want to know what they're working on, who looks like they have it dialed in. Here's one for you. The last time it was firm and fast like this, Hideki Matsuyama won 5 years ago.
Your guy.
Normally, Hideki comes to the range, the practice area, and he sets up on the far left, the farthest left, and he hits balls for hours. This year, he goes to his traditional spot, farthest left.
Yep.
He's hit balls for about 20 minutes each time that I've been there. That says to me Hideki is extremely confident in his game. So there's a guy that Hutton, you might want to look at. I don't know what kind of odds you can get on Hideki, but I've never seen him hit few balls. So he's either hurt or he's just supremely confident in what he's doing. And then I like to go watch some of the amateurs and the past champions just because I'm a sucker for nostalgia and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So McIlroy plus 1,300 to win it, plus 220 top 10. I placed a bet on both.
Yeah,
top 10 and to win it again. I like the plus 1,300. Hideki Matsuyama plus 2,700 to win. So better odds than Koepka, better odds than a number of guys we've been talking about. So not bad.
Yeah, I think I don't think McIlroy's going to win it, but I do think he's going to. I think he's going to play all right. The guy who I do think is going to win, going back to the big dogs, and I saw a clip this morning, and I don't think I realized it, and I'm pretty sure this was right. Hideki, when he won in 21 in the final round, played with Xander. And there are all these little pieces of history that you go back and look. John Rahm, before he had won the year or two prior, he played with Tiger Woods in the final round. And so you watch and you learn how to win this event, and you realize how you lost the event. And so I think Xander, he has everything that he needs, and he's playing great. And I think he's the guy who's going to slip into the green jacket this year.
So last one from me, Ned. Let's play underrated, overrated.
Okay,
Underrated menu item at the Masters, at the concessions, and overrated menu item at the concessions of the Masters.
Done.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me. All right, you want me?
I'm serving up to you. Yeah.
Okay. The overrated. This is a bad take. Probably is the pimento cheese.
No, I agree with you.
I kind of agree with you. I'm an egg salad guy myself.
I'm not a pimento cheese guy, so it just doesn't do it for me. The candy bar, it's not my thing. So I would say that's overrated. Underrated is the cold chicken sandwich.
Okay.
It doesn't sound good, but with a nice crisp cold beer. Oh, I mean, it's taking you back to your childhood.
The biscuits in the morning. The biscuit is very underrated.
I keep hearing about, and I didn't have one, but I keep hearing about the peach ice cream sandwich, which I don't remember seeing when we were there. I would have tried it. I tried everything else 15 times while I was there.
You got to buy 2 of those because you're going to want one, and you don't want to get back in line.
Yeah.
But the breakfast situation is incredibly underrated. Yes. So the thing that is not underrated is the pricing. The pricing still in the food and beverage department
great.
Is the best in sports. Without a doubt, the best value in sports.
Hey, so you're at 15-16. Give us the visual. Are you in the perch or are you mobile?
No, so they have this beautiful content center that they built a few years ago that we set up shop in there.
So you're watching. You can watch both at the same time. Then I'm trying to get my visuals on where you're going to be.
Yes, correct. Yeah, and so we pop back and forth. The only people on the course of the CBS main broadcast.
Yep.
And then the Sirius radio, they have different observation areas throughout the course, and I think they still have one on the grandstands at the left side. The observation stands on 15 to the left, so they can see 15 and 16.
And in the mornings, do they let you? Can you go out and can you drop some golf balls on the green and just see how they roll? Can you do that?
We get a representative who goes out, and we'll go and watch, and they'll walk the green, maybe roll a few putts, and then report back to us. So
you should be the representative, Ned.
I'll let you lob that in. It's such a special, unique tournament.
Yeah,
Most of the other tournaments that I go to, I can walk out on the course and roll a few putts and whatever in the morning. But here it's not how it works, and I'm totally great with it.
Pet peeve of mine, just random. When CBS plays any other music other than the Augusta national music for these promos, they're playing Ray Charles and Georgia. So I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the drive of the I want to hear the Masters theme.
The Masters theme instead of the Thomas Rhett, I think, is doing the version of Georgia on My Mind. Right now.
But even in the past years, when it's just been Georgia, I don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear it. I want to hear the Masters drive theme.
I kind of like it as a teaser promo because I want that Masters music to be exclusive to the event, and I want it all the time. Every time they come back from every commercial, I want the Masters theme playing, and when they open it, so I kind of like it as like the weeks leading up, they're going to play something different, and then it's go time once you hear that music.
I like your take. Because I enjoy the.
They're not playing Thomas Rhett whenever the SEC theme song comes on. I'm just saying they play the SEC theme.
Well, I think the SEC theme on ESPN was like Machine Gun Kelly?
I'm saying CBS was CBS SEC football theme back in the day, or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That they're not playing Thomas Rhett for that.
That's what I'm saying. I want it during the event when it's the promos leading up. I'm fine with something different. Savor it for the sanctity of the Masters, and then play
Agreed.
it then.
The undulation.
Yes.
By the way, Ned, you will absolutely say "kiss the lip" on your broadcast this week.
Kiss the lip.
Kiss the lip, and let's see, the curvature. I think you said is what you said.
Curvaceous.
Yeah, that's making the broadcast.
It's a great adjective.
What other adjectives have you worked on?
Well, when you sit on the same holes, you do have to
kiss the lip. I love that one.
I have to think about that one. That one's a little bit in the gray area. Doc Emmerich, the great hockey broadcaster for so many years, used to have a list of adjectives. If you ever go back and watch, he would say they dump it in.
He never repeated the same word. Yeah, you're right.
And he would cross them all off. And so I actually do have a list of words.
I love this, man.
I don't want to say this is going to break to the right because we're going to see the same putt a lot eventually. Yeah. So I try to think of different ways to say it's going to break to the right. It's going to curl. It's going to move. It's going to slide. And so you just kind of cross them off as you go, just to create a little bit of variety, and trying to reference the wind in different ways of it's coming out of the right. You can only say that so many. It's in his face. It's going to work from his toes to his heels. These kind of things. So you try to have a little bit of fun with that. And actually, in my off time, if I'm up at the tournament practice area watching guys, I play a little game with myself where I go through the alphabet and I just 3 words that come to mind, and I write an A, 3 words with A, and then B, and I go all the way through the alphabet, and whatever pops in my mind, I just write it down, and then of those words, there'll be a couple that I say, hey, that's a pretty good word. I'm going to use that in the broadcast.
I love it.
You're the best, man.
Thank you so much, Ned.
Thank you all. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about this great game of golf.
Love it, man.
You're the man. I love this.
Let's catch up soon.
One of the highlights of our year.
I love having Ned Michael on the show. Let's chat. We'll chat soon. Thank you, Ned. There he is.
Take care, boys.
Absolutely the best. And deserving of all of the. I mean, he's a fantastic broadcaster.
Yeah.
So, I would absolutely devour anything on that menu all week long that you're bringing up.
The concessions, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
How could you not?
It's amazing how much you're willing to spend when things are cheaper and how much more you're willing to eat. It's awesome.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Outkick Hot Mic.
Daily content and more at Outkick Hot Mic on YouTube.